Okay, it's Thursday, October 6th, just following up on the SPY again. Price has moved up from I bought some calls here as this green bar was forming. We've moved up. I decided to scale out at 420. I bought the calls at 364. I was trying to get out at 450, but I then lowered it to 420. So again, I have a no risk trade. And at this point, we're in this range that I've been talking about. We go to the daily chart here. You can see at the moment, it's just a very neutral day inside of 3 days of a range. So I don't know for sure if we're going to break out today to the upside or fail or head down. It's hard to say, but from a total risk management and trade entry standpoint, I'm now in a position to kind of watch what I think is happening on intraday structure, where first bar went up, didn't follow through, definitely came down a little bit, but only to the bottom of the range, couldn't follow through, and then it had the green bar. So I had mentioned this a few days ago. I was looking at little, subtle signs that, you might be able to buy some green and red bars under certain conditions. And this is a condition where I just sensed that, my bias a little bit to the upside, we couldn't follow through, and I gave it a shot. And now, I could just sit back comfortably. Well, as it turns out, the option just hit 450, so I would have got filled there, but that's fine. I've scaled out. I still have a remaining call position here, and now I can just casually watch for the rest of the day to see if we take out this intraday high, move towards those upper targets up here, if we can break out of this range. And that's what today's going to be for me, because I'm not going to mess around with anything else. I tried a long trade here. I actually had a small gain. I tried a short put trade. I had a small gain. Now I'm back to the long side. And again, overall small gain at worst. And if everything works out and this becomes the low of the day, then we should, at least test this high and break out. And that should allow the options to move up really nicely. And if we break out, it can even move up a lot more than that. So I think I've read the market correctly today overall, in terms of just from the opening, price, pre-market range that we were in, knowing that these breakouts are tricky, but then watching opening price action and ultimately determining that, we were likely heading still higher given the fact we couldn't break out to the downside. But again, you never know. I can't say for sure. I'm going to watch this daily chart, and I'll just have to see what the wrap-up video is today, where things headed. But for now, no risk for me to see if we continue higher. I'm expecting that, to test this high again. That should be an area. A lot of anyone who went short up here, they got to be having stops up here, and that could maybe those should be taken out hopefully, and maybe even fuel a bigger push up, much higher before the day's over.